I'm Art Holliday from News Channel 5, and in the immortal words of Reverend Reuben Gregory, now can I get an amen?
Amen.
No, wait, hold up. Let's try that again. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Thank you, thank you. We are here tonight for a very special revival as we bring back to the Say Amen podium Reverend Clifton Davis from the hit TV show Say Amen.
That's right, Art, and thank you so much for being here, everyone. My name is John Grayson. I'm the host of Overnight America on News Talk 1120, KMOX, the voice of St. Louis. And now, the congregation has all taken their seats. The doors of the ballroom are open, so let us welcome our trustees. Starting off tonight, let's welcome the editorial page editor of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, Gilbert Bailon.
Club alumnus and professional recording artist, Jamie King James Dennis.
U.S. Ambassador to Belgium, retired, and founder of the Harbor Group, Mr. Sam Fox.
Pastor at Cope Brilliant Presbyterian Church and Matthews Dickey Board Chairman, Reverend William Gillespie.
And the daughter of Benjamin F. Edwards III, Susan Meadart, and her husband, Michael Meadart.
Richard Mark, Senior Vice President of Missouri Energy Delivery, Ameren UE.
The owner-operator of Nelson Enterprises McDonald's, Ken Nelson.
Pastor at Greater Mount Carmel Missionary Baptist Church, Reverend Earl Nance Jr.
Amen. Representing the Reverend B.T. Rice is New Horizon Christian Church First Associate, Elder Christopher Brown.
You'll also be hearing from Anheuser-Busch's Director of Community Affairs and Consumer Awareness, Bruce Shedd.
And please welcome Keith Williamson, Senior Vice President, Corporate Secretary, and General Counsel of Centene Corporation.
Barbara A. Washington, the Vice President, Public Relations and Special Events, Matthews Dickey Boys and Girls Club.
Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO and co-founder of Matthews Dickey Boys and Girls Club, Mr. Martin L. Matthews.
And our keynote speaker tonight, Reverend Clifton Davis, professional actor, singer, and composer. There are many leaders to thank for the success of tonight's Say Amen Gala, with co-chairs Ron Fromm of Brown Shoe and Michael Niedorf of Centene right at the top of the list. Although they could not be here tonight, a good friend and another tremendous leader in the St. Louis community is with us. Please welcome Sam Fox, former U.S. Ambassador to Belgium and founder of Harbor Group and the Fox Family Foundation.
Thanks, Art, and good evening, everyone. On behalf of my good friends, both Ron Fromm and Michael Niedorf, our co-chairs for tonight, it gives me great pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here to the 20th anniversary of the Say Amen Banquet. The Matthews Dickey Boys and Girls Club has been around now, I'd say, 50 years that I can remember. And I would personally be hard-pressed to think of an organization anywhere that has had such an important, positive influence on our children. Positive influence. Very difficult. Positive influence during those very difficult and those very vulnerable periods in their young lives. This organization teaches respect. This organization teaches restraint, and it teaches responsibility. It must deal with some very difficult problems while doing its good work. Problems like substance abuse, gang violence, and teenage pregnancy. Matthew Dickey today works with more than 40,000 children between the ages of 5 and 18. This great organization teaches them responsibility and teaches them morals. It teaches them social and cultural development so they too can grow up and lead productive lives and become future leaders in this great nation, a nation that offers so much opportunity, but opportunity to those who have been developed and have developed for themselves the necessary skills and the necessary abilities. Before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like for everyone in this room to join me in a big round of applause and acknowledgement of the man most responsible for the successes of this great organization, none other than our president, our CEO, our co-founder, Martin Matthews. Would you please stand up? I can't tell you, Martin, how heartwarming it must be to see the organization flourish as it has flourished under your direction over all these years into nothing more than a seed of, from nothing more than a seed of an idea to what it is today, a powerhouse with 40,000 children. You are to be congratulated. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, this program is focused on education, the education of our young people at Matthews Dickey. All of the funds that are raised for this event tonight will be spent on education and education only. The organization offers volunteer tutoring programs where individuals give of their time to tutor our young children in math, in reading, and in language skills. This organization also offers computer literacy programs, as well as career and leadership training. Tonight, an occasion for all of us to celebrate the many successes of Matthews Dickey and what they've experienced in the field of education. But it's also an occasion for all of us to affirm or reaffirm our commitment to this great organization. Marilyn and I, my wife, feel nothing is more important to the development of an individual, or for that matter, to the development of our society. Nothing is more important than an education. We and our Fox Family Foundation are pleased that we've been able to contribute to this deserving organization for many years, and I can assure you we will continue to do so in the future. So if you've never given funds to this wonderful organization, this is the time to start. And if you have already been giving funds, this is the time to increase that contribution. And if you're not already personally involved with this organization, this is the opportunity to sign up as a volunteer. Tonight, you're going to meet a number of outstanding young people and adult volunteers, and they have contributed something more valuable and more important than money. They have contributed themselves, their time, and there's no greater honor. So let's be sure and give them a big round of applause when they're introduced in just a few moments. My friends, I want you to join with me in saying amen again. Let me hear it. Amen again to all the tutors who give up their Saturday mornings to help children with their homework and improve their classroom achievement. Join me in saying amen again to all the technical professionals who volunteer to make young people comfortable with computers now so they can hold jobs later. And join me again in saying amen again to all the volunteers and to the mentors who have career guidance and scholarships to young men and young women. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the screens, I think on either side of the video screens, for a special presentation of those fabulous programs entitled Say Amen Again.
Years ago, Hollywood came to St. Louis when the star of the hit NBC TV show Amen helped Matthews Dickey kick off the first Say Amen banquet. Barbara Washington remembers the excitement like it was yesterday.
When the ladies heard that Clifton Davis was coming, those tickets sold like hotcakes. The phones were ringing, the checks was coming in, and everybody was looking forward to a great time. And when Clifton arrived, he delivered. The speech was powerful on the subject of education, and he topped off the evening with a wonderful song. We thank Clifton for helping us say amen. We also would like to extend a special thank you to the Civic Progress companies who have remained with us as our sponsors. Tonight we owe a debt of gratitude to Michael Neidorff of Centene and also Ron Fromm of Brown Shoe. These gentlemen have led the way to help us say amen again.
The education program shines because of corporate leaders who say amen again and again. In the beginning, it was the late Bill Merritts and Benjamin F. Edwards III, along with H. Edwin Trushine. Martin Matthews recalls Merritts and Edwards and how they simply but powerfully said, "I believe."
They stepped up. Not only they came forward, but they brought their friends. Therefore, we could have a very outstanding program which we could say amen to all the good work that has been done in this community. I'm happy that we're able to honor them, and happy that you are here to help support and help us honor these great men, because their lives is a sign example of the power of good. May God bless all of you, and we hope these individuals are resting in heaven, and hope tonight they're looking down on us, because we are trying to continue their work.
Big Red football players were the first volunteer tutors in the volunteer tutorial program, including EJ Jr. In this program, inspiration is a two-way street. The volunteer tutors inspired the children, and the children inspired their tutors. Just ask Don Danforth.
I started as a volunteer at Matthews Dickey. I worked with a student, Anthony, when he was about second grade, and tutored him in math. And math wasn't my area of expertise, but what I quickly realized it was more just finding out what we had in common and spending time together. And his grades went up, but it was more a factor of not of my tutoring, but I think of just taking an interest. And so it really is a powerful program. And that led to a full-time position heading up the tutoring program. And then we expanded that to after-school and summer programs as well. Ultimately, that led to the beginning of City Academy. Just yesterday, in our summer program, in walked Anthony.
I think you guys should be able to inspire yourselves eventually. You know, it's important that, you know, you understand that, you know, you have to want it, you know, more than anybody else. Nobody else can want it for you.
He was there to volunteer for the summer, and so it's always exciting for me to see things come full circle.
Did you know that the first PC in the club's computer lab was donated by the Sweetness, NFL great Walter Payton? While the technology's changed quite a bit, the computer literacy instruction program's emphasis remains the same, keeping youth on the cutting edge of technology.
My name is Jermaine Holt, and I'm an application development supervisor at Sigmologist Corporation. And we brought in all the parts to build a PC here at Matthews Dickey. and the young people were excited, and they were huddled around the shell, and they put in the motherboard, they put in the video card, they put in the power supply, they put in all the pieces, and just to see the look on their eye when we turned it on was worth it. They were excited to see that they were able to accomplish something so special together as a team, and then learn a lot about technology at the same time.
The power of partnerships makes a great impact indeed. The club's outreach has inspired the Jackie Joyner Kersey Boys and Girls Club, City Academy, and so much more. Super Bowl champion coach Tony Dungy noticed the club's effort to curb the dropout rate through Reach Out St. Louis.
Here was somebody who had an answer, something that people were doing, and our hope is that we can get this going in St. Louis. It'll become a model for the country, and we can replicate it in other cities.
I've been to a lot of Boys and Girls Clubs, but this is exciting that it has this much community support.
The club's efforts to rally the community around our schools is also paying off. Just ask Vashon High School Principal Barbara Sharp.
Prior to our interactions with Matthew Dickey, there were very few partners for Vashon High School. But along comes a Martin Matthews that says to me as a building principal, I believe in you. The opportunities have just been unlimited for our young people.
The sky is the limit!
One of those opportunities came when Vice President Joe Biden came to Matthews Dickey to talk about the importance of next generation jobs. And students from Vashon not only got to meet him, they got to shake his hand and share their ideas.
They had an opportunity to engage in dialogue regarding the employment status, challenges they face as young people finding employment, and making recommendations of what they felt were needed for young people in the St. Louis area.
Youth are prepared for these next generation jobs through career training, positive mentors, college preparation, and scholarships. Just ask the 3 academic excellence and the Sky is the Limit scholarship winners.
I'm extremely excited about winning this scholarship. It's really going to help towards my college education. We were offered $2,500 for 4 years to go to the institute that we're going to. The values that I've used at Matthews Dickey that has helped me win the scholarship is networking, and I've also learned that by giving back to others, you can also get more back to yourself.
I've gained teamwork abilities because I was in this Sheer Elegance show, and hard work, dedication is also a few skills, because in order for me to have gotten this award, I had to work very hard to, in my education and continuously volunteer. So I've learned those values.
When I was coming up at the club, people were helping me, so I want to help others. I've done over 1,000 hours at Matthews Dickey. I helped in the summer program. I've done the CLIP program, which is a computer literacy program. I've done the Sheer Elegance. I've done Sky's the Limit numerous years, just different things, Say Amen, Banquet.
Can I get an amen? Now, for the young men.
The Menace of Manhood program has had a big effect on my life because it's helped me with mentoring. I've met people who showed me different ways to become a man outside of my father, even though my father has helped me very much, but sometimes hearing it from a different person can help me more. It's just shown me different ways to help me with college and just financial aid, and it's helped me a lot through life.
I will be attending Alabama A&M University in the fall, and I grew up here at Matthew Dickey's playing baseball and basketball. And through the years here at Matthew Dickey, they given me an opportunity to join the leadership program known as the Manhood, which has presented the opportunity to meet plenty of mentors. Overall, the program was very good, and I was pleased with it. I have made many connections that will hopefully offer me a job once I have graduated from college.
How about another amen? When you help a child today, you create a circle of giving that never ends. Club Youth reached out to round up supplies and over 500 book bags for an impoverished school in Tallahatchie, Mississippi. And their scholarship winners like Teresa Hines. Teresa graduated from Howard University with help from The Sky is the Limit, and now she's reaching out and giving back.
If there's one thing that my grandparents taught me is that, you know, the best way to say thank you is to bless another person. And in essence, my sister, my cousin, and myself, we decided to start a scholarship in their honor, and it's entitled T.C. Wallace Scholarship Fund, where we financially support students at Normandy Senior High School who endured hardships that prevented them from excelling academically.
So when you give your money to Matthews Dickey, it really does multiply. It encourages and makes possible for those young people to do the same and to make their community a better place.
Investing in a child's future today creates a better tomorrow.
So let's all say amen again, and again, and again.
At our sponsor reception a little bit earlier tonight, our own Cardinals lineup, the team of elected officials congratulated Martin Matthews on the 20th anniversary of this Say Amen banquet. We'd like to recognize these folks now, and so please stand up when your name is called if you're here, and remain standing for us once we've finished this illustrious roll call. First of all, Louis Abusi, Staff Assistant to U.S. Congressman William Lacey Clay. Peter Kinder, Lieutenant Governor of the state of Missouri. Chris Koster, the Attorney General of the state of Missouri. Ruby Bonner, Director of the Civil Rights Enforcement Agency in the city of St. Louis. Darlene Green, the Comptroller of the city of St. Louis. Please do remain standing for us. Louis Reed, President of the St. Louis Board of Aldermen. And a nice round of applause for all of them, please. Thank you so much. 20 years ago, it was a childhood friend of actor Clifton Davis who helped Matthews Dickey make the first approach to invite him to St. Louis. The Reverend B.T. Rice, and standing in for Pastor Rice tonight, is the first associate at the New Horizon Christian Church, Elder Christopher Brown, to perform tonight's blessing.
Dear God, first of all, we thank you for another day. We thank you for health.